Hi, everyone, and welcome to Dr. Christopher Hall Show. I'm excited to welcome Nobel Prize-nominated doctor. Also, he is not just that, but he's an emergency room physician, entrepreneur, best-selling author. Dr. Hall, how are you? You know what, Dr. Hall, when you think about thank you for your service, it's an amazing whirlwind since COVID, where we are today and where 2024 is taking us.
Wow. Hey, Neil, how are you doing? It's great to be here again. And, you're totally right. We've been over, wow, something that's very difficult, something we haven't really been through, in the history of this country so extensively. And that was, again, like you said, that COVID pandemic. But the year is over. We've got a whole new year coming ahead of us just the next couple of days. And wow, so I'm very excited.
Exactly. So let's kind of jump right into this, Dr. Hall, and talk about. We're going to talk about the new business that we've had conversations. We're going to look at now. We're going to be partnering together, but the whole year, just of different celebrities we've talked to, different conversations. It's just great the career that we've done with the Dr. Christopher Hall show and the stories we've gotten. Right.
You know what? You're so right about that. And like, even this year, the show's been running now for a number of years, but I think we were able to bring out, particularly in regards to COVID, in regards to treatment, and not only that, just some of the guests that we had on this year, those individuals, I remember from the show Chai, we had the star from that show on. He gave some great information about how to make it in Hollywood and just, how to be persistent throughout life and be successful. He had come from very humble beginnings, and we learned a lot from that. Even talking to important scientists like Dr. McCullough, we had spoken with him and talked to him and brought some more of his information forward too. So I think the public has benefited from the show, what we're doing. And I think that's been our consistent theme for the
No,
last
exactly. You're
three
part
or
of the
4 years.
whole rise of the number seven celebrity podcast in the world, according to FeedSpot. The number of celebrities we keep forgetting, different people. But 2024 is going to be the biggest. 15 years I've been doing in this business, and it'll be the 15th year, and it's going to be the 15th. It's going to be a big ride as I launch my new studio, my new podcast studio in 2024. Launch 4 to 5 businesses, and that's a perfect segue to going about the business we're going to launch together. And it's because you've seen it's very difficult to get doctor's appointments now and be able to get tests run, right? To get that prescription, right? It's really become a problem in this country, right?
Well, you know what? I mean, you're making a great point. I think that's something that we learned through the pandemic, how actually a lot of our medical services can be done actually over the internet and through what's called telemedicine. And so, yeah, this is kind of a different approach. Again, it's something new on an old theme, and that is people desire, to understand their bodies. They desire to know what's going on with their heart, their liver, their kidneys, and when you have a battery of tests that you're able to order, okay, where you can actually go somewhere and say, hey, I want to know something about my liver. Can I order a liver test? And, we know that your doctor can order these tests for you, but we know sometimes that, again, things are backed up these days. It takes sometimes 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 2 months to even get to a doctor. And so, yeah, the business, that you and I have talked a lot about, for actually over the last year or so, that we'd like to bring this to the public where the public has the ability to come and say, hey, I want to know about my body. These are labs I want, and they want to get those at economic and reasonable price. So, yeah, I'm looking very forward to stepping further into that realm.
100%. And I mean, what will this business do? Basically, you're to be able to interpret tests or other doctors, but you basically are going to go to a website. And what's the next step, Chris?
Exactly. And so the simple procedure would be such that, once you encounter our website on the worldwide internet, you'll see that you're able to order tests that can tell you about your kidney, about your liver, about your blood mass, tests that can tell you about inflammatory processes in your body, and also DNA profiles, of you as an individual. Okay, we can learn about some of the genetic tests that you can use to your advantage to learn about your body and about your family. And so you'd go to the website, and that would give you, the ability to contact us. You simply contact us on the phone to let us know what tests you want to have done. order will be put into what's called Q Labs. Okay, Q Labs, it's a laboratory I have an account with, and so when we give you the order to get your blood drawn at Q Labs, those labs are all over the country. Okay, so in 50 states, and you'll have location of that lab. You'll go there, they will draw your blood. Your results will come directly back to our company, to our portal, to the patient portal, and your labs will come directly back to us. Now, at that point, you'll be able to talk to a doctor on the phone about your labs and get a good profile, good metabolic profile of how your body's doing. And see, that's significant, and that's what a lot of patients want to know. It's certainly great to be right in front of a doctor and sit in the office and talk to one of the doctors. But these days, things are so busy, they're so backed up. I think that this is a service that you and I can provide to the public to be very, very beneficial.
A powerful service, Dr. Hall, an absolute powerful service. Because again, what does it take now? What are you seeing, especially in rural areas in the United States, when people are looking to go and see their doctor? How long does it take to even get an appointment? So you can't get that script to do that to run that blood test, right? To go to the lab.
Exactly. And again, like I said, I mean, we're seeing patients having to wait up to sometimes 12 weeks. That's 3 months. Okay. I mean, a simple problem is, hey, doctor, I'm dizzy. I have tingling in my extremities, upper and lower. I mean, this is something that you might want to see a doctor for. They could have you waiting up to 12 weeks. And for something like that, I mean, you could have a deficiency in a vitamin, a B12, a folate, any one of your electrolytes could be off. You could also have diabetes, those symptoms of diabetes, okay? These things you don't want to wait for 12 weeks to find out about, okay, because of the way our healthcare system is. And so this is why this service that you and I are embarking on will be very beneficial to the public, not only in rural areas, but also to the public in urban areas where we see a lot of
Oh,
overcrowding and we
and
see.
that's where these partnerships will come in place. Really, what media giant marketing and how Neil, the media giant, Haley's partnering with many businesses to start businesses launch in 2024 as part of my mission is why? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, there are services out there and products, but yet they can't get to the consumer. They can't get to the specific people. And it's all about the networking and infrastructure and the great thing in place. And what you bring to the table, Dr. Hall, is providing a service that's missing. And because a lot of times people have healthcare, but it doesn't matter. It's going to cost less to go to a website and purchase there than go through, then pay for tests and do all these different things and then wait for the labs to be read compared to having a doctor doing it, going to a lab, getting the tests run, and then just wait for the interpretation by the doctor. That's huge.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think that, again, this puts the power in the hand of the patient, okay? The patient has some power now to choose what type of part of their body they want to look at, what they want to learn about. Because, we have these specific questions, and sometimes we'll go to the doctor and, then it won't be addressed. But we know that if you're ordering your own test and what you want to find out, then we know that you'll have your questions addressed. And that's one of the things we want to achieve with this new company.
Well, we appreciate it. Again, I'm telling you, the celebrities that are coming to the Dr. Christopher Hall show in 2024 are going to be mind blowing. And I'm telling you, February, we are going full force with the celebrities. The Neil Haley Show, Dr. Christopher Hall Show, it's game time with big celebrities and events coming soon to a theater near you. As we are also opening up media giant marketing offices in Alabama and Mississippi to serve those rural communities, as we're going to be doing in healthcare as well. We appreciate it. Website coming
Awesome.
soon. Happy New Year to you, Dr. Hall, and I look forward to some amazing interviews in 2024.